What a beautiful start to the weekend today. A little bit on the chilly side, but we're going to fix that. If you're waiting for warmer weather, that is on the way. 54 was the high today, 41 the low. Pretty close to normal for this time of the year. And if you don't already know it, we need to turn our clocks ahead before we go to bed tonight because we are springing it forward to daylight saving time. So 2 o'clock becomes 3 o'clock. And so sunrise and sunset are going to be different times tomorrow. Today, the sun came up at 6:31. Tomorrow morning, sunrise, 7:30. And then sunset, if you like those long days into the evening, we'll look at sunset tomorrow, is at 7:10. Here are some stats on what's coming up in terms of the warmer weather. The vernal equinox officially on March 19th at 11. You know what? No, that is right. I was thinking the date was wrong, but no, that is correct. March 19th at 11:50 in the evening, the earliest it's been since 1896, by the way. March 29th will be the first time sunrise is before 7 a.m. in daylight time. And then in terms of sunset, May 2nd is when we go beyond 8 o'clock in the evening with sunset. So just some interesting tidbits there for you with the change in daylight. It's not longer daylight, it's just that it gets shifted by the time. Everybody tends to say, well, we get more daylight. Well, we're consistently getting more daylight by a minute or two every day, but it's not like we get an hour more daylight all of a sudden. All right, let's check out what's going on. High pressure is in control of our weather. That's going to slide to the east tonight, and that's going to mean the wind comes out of the southwest. Tomorrow that's going to start to really warm things up. But it's chilly out there now. You go away from the city, look at these temperatures. 20s in West Point, Petersburg, Louisa, and up to the north, we got some low 30s around Orange County right now, 32 degrees. Here's the bigger picture. Cold air is kind of locked in place, but that'll be lifting north tomorrow. There's the milder weather back to the southwest. These were highs today, 60 in St. Louis, near 70 in Kansas City and Omaha, 71. Look at Rapid City, South Dakota today. It was quite a bit warmer in Rapid City, South Dakota than it was in Jacksonville, Florida today. 61 there, 74 out in Rapid City. Overnight, we all drop into the 20s. So rural locations have already dropped off. You're going to level off during the wee hours of the morning, and even in RVA, I think we get below 30 degrees. But look at the highs tomorrow. We get up into the low 60s. So we rebound from the 20s in the morning to the 60s in the afternoon. We're going even warmer than that on Monday. Should reach the low 70s. That's probably going to be the warmest day of the week. But notice the normal high is in the upper 50s now. And we're going to be above that pretty much all week long. There's some signs it'll be a little bit cooler to start off next weekend, but not exceptionally chilly, just cooler weather coming in there. Overnight, clear skies tomorrow. A lot of sunshine on the way. There's the wind out of the south-southwest. Should be pretty nice going into tomorrow night, not as cold as tonight. And on Monday, we'll see some high clouds come in during the afternoon in advance of our next system. You'll see those clouds thicken up on Tuesday and notice a few showers here and there. That's midday Tuesday into the afternoon. Just kind of spotty showers around, and then Tuesday night into Wednesday morning might see a couple more showers. Then we'll get a little break, and then late Wednesday, another round of showers comes in, and that'll move out by the time we get to Thursday. So a couple of rounds of showers. I think Tuesday's going to be very spotty. Maybe a few Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. We get a break during the day Wednesday, and then the next round of rain comes through Wednesday evening.
I've never seen snow actually fall before as part of this.
It's falling up on the graphic, yep.
It's piling up. I feel like I notice something new every time.
So I don't know if Marcus forgot about us, but maybe he did. From the morning team, Marcus has got a lot of work to do tonight because guess what? He comes in at the same time. Is that him? Yes, it is. He comes in at the same time, but he's got an hour more work to do because he's got less time with the time change. Here he is. Mr. Marcus, welcome.
Well, and Mary Ann says she really enjoys it when you give a national overview.
Oh,
Jacqueline says thanks for the update. She likes those national temps. And we've got a hello
we try
from
to compare
Phyllis.
us to what's going on in other places.
Yeah, if you decided you just want to go to Seattle randomly on a Sunday afternoon, you'll know what the temperature is.
Have you ever done that?
And then Mandy is here with Cannon.
Mandy and Cannon, hello, welcome.
Hi. How are you? What's going on?
So what's going on with you?
Well, I'm up to no good. I think I caught whatever it is my wife had.
I'm moving away from him.
Yeah, I know it's not exactly time.
No,
Well,
definitely not time.
we do know
The current situation here.
regular flu is going around. Melissa Hippolyte
Well,
found
I
out
don't
when
think
she
it's the flu,
talked.
'cause I
But
got-
allergy.
Did you just call her Hoopalit?
Melissa Hippolyte. Allergies
Hippolyte.
are going around too.
Hoopla.
So we have the perfect storm: allergies, actual flu
Yes.
kicking back up.
And we've got some, yeah, we've
Corona.
definitely got a bit of tree pollen out there right now. So if you're suffering from that,
Yeah, that's,
you know all
I
about
think
it.
that's what it might be.
Yeah,
'cause
maybe. Well,
I do have some signs.
Don't breathe over here.
You know, I mean, I already got my flu shot, so I think I'm okay on that end. And I took some Dayquil, so I'm good to go. And I complained to my wife. I said, you know, I was like, well, I caught whatever it is you had. He goes, it's your fault. I'm like, how the hell is it my fault? And she's like, well, you're always smooching on me. And I'm like,
Ooh.
well, okay, that's true, but still, that's beside the point.
I think that was more information
Aw.
than we all needed to know.
Mandy,
Hey!
wait, Mandy wants to know what's new on Watch This.
Oh,
I was leading him into it. Hey,
Man.
watch this.
Mandy was queuing it along.
She was ahead of the game tonight.
I've actually got some pretty good stuff. I got a guy who invented his own suit made of roller skates, and I'll show you how fast he was
Okay.
able to go downhill on that thing.
A
Oh, yeah.
suit made of roller skates.
Yes, he's like
Wow.
roller man,
Okay.
lamest comic book hero ever, but still, it's actually kind of cool in real life. There was a police officer in California who decided to kick it with the youngins, you know, show how, you know, he was hip with the kids, you know, down with the rock and roll music and the Pac-Man video games. You know, he was skateboarding. I'll show you his skills. In fact, I'll even show you a video of an officer here in Richmond making a big connection, but not for his skiing skills, but for his voice. I'll show you
Okay.
that. Also, there's a video out of Brazil. An old man and a hummingbird are best friends. You know, kind of like you, the puppies and the kitties on, you know, Paws for Pets. But this guy's like, you know, buddy with a hummingbird. I've got the video to prove it. So,
Okay,
you know,
we will see proof in the morning.
I'm also going to be giving away some tickets to the Richmond Flying Squirrels for their upcoming season, and at no extra charge. There is the RV and Camping Expo coming up in Doswell in a couple of weeks, actually, and I got 4 free passes to that.
Well, here's the catch. You might want to go to bed right now if you want to get up for his show, because in daylight time, it's already midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Makes me sad.
You're sad? Jake Burns is back in the house tonight,
Pro
by the way.
tip,
Back in the hizzy.
pro tip here, Richmond. Don't move the clocks forward an hour. So when you roll into work late on Monday, oh, I'm totally sorry. You know, I forgot to roll the clocks forward an hour.
Marcus, you just blew your cover for Monday.
Yeah,
True.
you might not want to say that on
Yeah,
camera.
but that never happens. That never happens during when we fall back. 'Cause it's like, oh no, I forgot to roll the clocks back. Guess I have to do an extra hour of work. Said no one ever.
Thank you.
And I hate to even ask this, but Trey wants to know, should I cancel my trip to DC because of the virus? No,
I'm
absolutely
not.
not.
Gonna answer that question.
You just need to make sure to wash your hands and do your normal, maybe just be a little bit more
You know, I
precautious
would just
than
say,
you
and,
might be.
and I'm not an expert. I don't pretend to be, but I would just say, take it seriously, but don't freak out. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do is freak out. I mean, like, you know, like Goldberg and Nick just said, just wash your hands. Keep your hands off your face.
I didn't say to wash your hands, but I will now. Wash your hands.
Be like the Georgia Satellites, man. You know, don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
Well, and the other big message too is if you are feeling under the weather,
Yeah. If you're
try
feeling
to
under,
don't go
Stay
out.
home.
Or call on Goldberg. I hate for him to miss out on this.
Well, now you know if I'm not feeling well tomorrow, it's his fault. But you know,
I will take full blame on that one and I'll smile.
everything will be just fine. So yeah, use your common sense though. That would be my suggestion.
In my face. Like, what's your water?
Well, I think we're about ready to get the news going. So allegedly. So we've got news. We've got
Alex
weather,
is ready.
we've got
She's
sports.
ready for her night out after this.
You're, Nick is always spying on our producers.
We start with that breaking news.
All right, so news on Channel 6 now, online, WTVR.com. Thank you, Marcus.
What's up, dude?